All right, guys. So we are going to try this once more. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna try this once more. Hmm. Right. Let's try this one more time. Um, all right. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna try this one more time. All right. Let's see. All right, guys. So I went. So what's going on, everybody? First off, this is SJG. Thanks for tuning into my live video. Um, thanks for tuning into my live video. Um, so I was on a little bit earlier. Thought I was broadcasting, and it turns out I was not. All right, all right, all right, guys. So this is SJG, and what I my initial attempt was to my initial attempt was to give you guys a view from start to finish on how I edit photos. Um, and I went through my process of categorizing on my photos, um, logging the metadata and all that stuff, and went through and picked the ones that I wanted, explained why I did. I spent almost 40 minutes, and then I realized that I wasn't showing you guys what I wanted you to see, and I really wasn't showing you anything. So here I am now. So let's just pretend starting that we've already got through that process, and now we're just ready for the edits. Um, but I already did go through and edit the women's basketball photos, so I'll show you some of those that I do have. Yeah, so this is the crowd at the CE Games Center. This was the last game for the season there. So the crowd is always hyped, but they were excited there. So they were giving the opposing player from Claflin University some reverse encouragement. We'll call it that. So you could say that maybe this was a foul. But hey, they didn't call it, so it is what it is. Um, thing about shooting in this gym, there's Coach Lamont, the head coach at WSSU. Thing about shooting in this gym is it's an old gym. The lights are very high and they don't really reach down very well. So, um, it's shooting in low light is a challenge. Luckily, I've upgraded my equipment to where I can sometimes get decent shots, but I can't always get the ones that I want. So here we go. This is Amaya Tucker. She is the all-time leading three-point shooter at Winston-Salem State University as of this game. So shout out to her. Um, this is her. I missed the three, but well, I think I got the three, but it wasn't that great. I ended up getting this of her celebrating that accomplishment. She's very proud of it. The coach is there talking strategy. Valencia Carroll. She's a great spark plug for the team there. She hit some big shots. Coach Lamont Henson the sidelines. This was a live game on HBCU Go. Yeah, this game was available to anybody who had a Roku Fire Stick or a phone, so it was pretty big. This is Miss Erin Hall fighting for a rebound. It's really tough because the next photos I'm going to show you are actually of a very tough situation involving her. She unfortunately went down with an injury, and it was very excruciating. Um, it was bad. I'm not going to show you the injury because I don't believe in doing that type of stuff. Honestly, I hate seeing this type of stuff. And you'll see, my vantage point was actually from up top. So I was shooting down, so I actually got a really great view of it, which I wish that I didn't, to be honest with you. But one of the great things about these photos is that you'll see is that her teammate there, Maya, is holding her hand because it was a very tough injury to even watch, and I can't even imagine how it felt for her to actually go through with it. So, yeah, um, it is definitely um, a couple of sequences to watch, but Coach Lamont was there for her from start to finish. There you see her on the ground with her. Again, her teammates holding her hand. It was just a very tough scene for the team. Um, yeah, um, very tough. They've been hit by the injury bug a lot lately. So, oh yeah, thoughts and prayers with the team. And you talk about prayers. Coach Lamont leading the team in prayer. Really was very tough. The girls were up big at this point. They were up 20 plus, and um, it was hard to deal with what's going on in the background. You actually see that they're working on Aaron. So very tough. She's being wheeled away there. Um, Coach Lamont getting a second to breathe there. Um, team just kind of rallying around each other, and they finished the game off very strong because there was a lot to come back from. But everybody just, trying to keep things going. Again, very tough for these young ladies. The coaches, they spend a lot of time with each other. They really get to, for the most part, love and care about each other. And so it's tough to see a teammate go down like that. But leaders arise in such moments. And so, yeah, there's Coach Lamont, wiping up the floor, making sure everything's good. The game did go back on, and Winston-Salem State would win 78 to 43. A dominant performance there. Um, JV cheerleaders. So these are um, this is Samaj Teal, Isaac Carson, and also the Clavius Wilkins. They're getting this is as the women's game is going on. It's a blowout, so I decided to come down and get the guys as they get prepared for the game. I haven't done a lot of this in recent years, and I'm sad to say that I haven't because I wish I would have done more. So I try to make it a point to do that moving forward. Um, Samaj walking back, getting ready. Um, there's Nate Higgs walking through the door, almost having a duck. That's what happens when he's 6'10", I suppose. I wouldn't have any idea. But here he is walking back there. So um, Xavier Fennell, senior. This is wasn't his senior day, senior night, but this was his last game in this building that he's helped that he's been playing in since 2018. So um, yeah, he's been a great young man to cover. Um, so I'm going. I've already gone through and picked the ones that I wanted. So these are mostly now. It's just a matter of applying edits. So in Lightroom here, I'm going and just kind of seeing what I like. There at this point in the season, I kind of know what works for what lighting situation, but every situation is a little bit different and they need some tweaks sometimes. So this is one I have. It's called Air Harvey. He's a legendary quarterback for North Carolina Central. Um, it's punchy, it's contrasted. It's meant to bring up flows that might be a little dark. Um, Xavier is blessed with very, um, very strong African features, and he's got that natural shine to him. So um, sometimes that's really great for a good black and white. Again, we're in an old building. The lighting's not very great, so let's figure out how we would play around with the lighting. So there's a couple ways that we could do it. It's pretty cold on the cold side. If you turn it all the way over, that kind of brightens it up a little bit, but I'm not really a fan of playing with that too much. I will make it a little bit warmer in this black and white, but let's what the camera reads for black skin at times is it makes them shadows, and it reads them as shadows, and so the shadows can really make or break, and I shoot on raw. So I'm going to pull shadows a little bit. I don't want to completely strip the shadows. Um, Pull there. As you see with our highlights, I can make it really punchy, and you know, most of the time I don't like to, but I kind of sometimes it kind of gives it a good feel. But let's see what else we can do. And I already played with the contrast. Well, the contrast is built on here quite a bit too. So let's bring the contrast down a little bit. Um, yeah, let's bring the contrast down a little bit. Let's see how we feel about that. Yeah, we can come back to that and see how we feel about it. Now, then, here's him walking through the door again of his last time in this building playing. Here on the other spectrum, this young man, Casey Shaw, he is a freshman. He is mostly in the shadows here. Again, we're dealing with very bad lighting. Um, we're dealing with very bad lighting in an old building. Um, this actually is not a bad. This is a preset that I have for a basketball arena that's actually in Virginia where they play the MEAC basketball tournament. And it actually isn't too bad. The flow's a little soft. Um, and when I say that, I mean as far as the focus there is a little soft, but I don't mind that too much. Let's see. Let's see if we can't warm it up anymore. It's gonna really kind of we don't have a lot to play with. That's the cold, and once you get there, you start to see the yellow of the walls, which is not necessarily not there, but I think we can live without it. So the whites a little bit. I don't really want to pull up the shadows too much on this. Um, you know, a little clarity there. Honestly, this might be another black and white. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. I have a preset black and white glow. It's very contrasty. Sometimes what you do is you just take it. You start something that's really just too high there. You kind of bring it down a little bit. Um, It's only 50% contrast, so we can kind of slow the contrast a little. Um, that's an okay one. There's another close up of it, so let's see. Let's try some other ones. This was a pink game. Um, this is this is a this is one that I have. It's called Cleo Hill. It's a great basketball player at Winston-Salem State. It's a little subdued. Um, it's a little punchy. This is Earl with the Pearl, the most famous basketball player out of Winston-Salem State, and probably one of them out of HBCUs overall. Um, I actually like black and white on this. I actually like black and white on this quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is try something that's pretty new in Photoshop. It's an AI tool, and it's will select the subject for you. That's just something I used to have to do in uh, Photoshop, but I'm happy to not have to do that anymore. And I'm gonna get ready to plug in my MacBook so that we don't lose power here. I've got the MacBook, the Mac M1. Yeah. Let me go get my. I'll be right back. Okay, now we are in a race against time to make sure that we don't lose power. Luckily, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Um, luckily, you guys can't see what I'm doing because it's kind of dangerous, to be honest with you. Probably actually very stupid. But hey, take a risk in life, right? All right. Let's see. Shit. This would be the "Don't try this at home" section of this. If this was an actual television show. Okay, let's get that there. If this were an actual television show, the fire marshal would be shutting me down. But again, thanks for everybody who's watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I promise you, these things will get better. Right now, I'm just happy to be able to get on here. So yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do is create a mask, and we're just gonna go with the entire person to keep it simple. But we're gonna bring him out just a smidget. Like I don't, yeah, kind of just bring the shadows down just a little bit. Maybe, maybe get him a crop in there, just kind of at an odd angle. As my chair squeaks, I like that. I like that. So, I and I was just talking about how bad the lighting is, how bad the lighting is, and it is. But even in that, there are moments when you you find a stroke of genius and or luck. And this is one time where Xavier is walking right underneath a light and it's lighting up his jersey. Again, this is his last game in the game center. I like this a lot. I really like it the way that it is, and I don't. I'm trying to get out of the habit. I'm trying to get out of resist the temptation of over editing because that is definitely a thing. Um, I don't hate this black and white art. I really like black and whites, but yeah, I think this is just a good photo all the way around. That was a little dark. That was a little dark, but I like it. It's very punchy. It's very, what's going through his mind. His last game in this arena that he's this gym where he's had some big nights. So same photo here, but this just goes to show you how much just one step can take you off. Um, Lighting just isn't as great right here. And then we get back here where the folks are waving out the keys as we do at HBCU games because it is time for them to go. Let me see while we're on if there's any chat. going on. Uh, just want to make sure we're not missing anybody. No, I'm still on here by myself. It's okay. All right, so back to it, back to it, back to it. Um, all right, all right, nice. This was a nice moment. It was good for them to have some good interaction after what was going on earlier. So yeah, here's Amaya again. She's broken the all-time three-pointer record. Um, she got that done. So congrats to her. She's had a great career. Faced a lot of ups and downs. So happy for her. Um, we got the AD on the left, head coach on the right, into the middle, the player, Amaya, and then the chancellor as well. So yeah, same shot there again. Now we come to the men's photos, which will also include some cheerleading photos. So cheerleading is a huge thing at Winston-Salem State. Um, and they do the stomp and shake cheer style that a lot of teams in the CIAA do. Um, and I'm biased as an alumnus, I will admit, but they are generally regarded as the premier stomp and shake team, premier cheer team in the CIAA, and HBCU sports right now. So big shout out to them. This is Miss Tiffany. She's a always great, always very high energy, expressive. She's got great hair, and yeah, yeah. So this is a photo that I haven't edited yet, but I think I want to see what I can make happen with this. So this is the head coach, Cleo Hill. This was a big game. They were playing a team that was this was a game for first place in the division with just a couple games left. So let's so obviously there were some things on his mind, a little pensive. So let's see what we have. This is high contrast just right out of the box. Um, I really have that temptation to, and this is actually I underexposed on this one, which isn't bad when you are shooting in raw. Um, it's not bad when you're shooting in raw. There's a lot of color here, but it's yeah. I got his eye in focus. His eye and his beard, but that's okay. We're gonna go back to the detecting people option, and what we're gonna do is we are going to hit these key areas. You know what? We're gonna do the entire person, and yeah, we're gonna go in, create the mask, and then we are. Let's see. We're gonna pull up some shadows. Help me. We're gonna pull up some shadows. I think that's solid. Let's give it a little bit more exposure too, but I really don't want to do too much exposure. There's the contrast. Take all the contrast away. That's what we have. Yeah, but a little bit of a color cast here. This is a situation where black and white also makes a lot of sense, but I like the color in the background too. Um, yeah, I think that's a good environmental portrait that I was able to capture. I'm pretty happy with that actually. Um, yeah, so shout out to Coach Hill. This was senior night, not senior night, but this was the last game in this arena in this gym for the student athletes, including the cheerleaders. So that's Miss Destiny, um, that's Will, and this is when they're doing their customary chant, similar to what you would have seen the Chicago Bulls do back in the day in the '90s, if you're old enough to remember that. Um, cheerleading photos here. Then we get to the game action. Finally, yes, there is game action. This is an alley oop that was converted. Um, so nice shot there. Um, it's wide, and with the wide, you see all the photographers, and it's amazing how many more photographers there are capturing these games now than they were when I started, man, 11 years ago. So yeah, um, this is a situation where you could very well you can use it horizontal. Sorry, landscape, but you could also do a portrait. And I like to I like to do it that way, 16 by 9. But a lot of times I like to do kind of a I kind of do like a 4 by 5. I think a 4 by 5 is good on this. It's just tight enough to show the air up there. Um, yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. That big red wall there can often be opposition, but sometimes it can be okay. This is a great shot by this kid. I don't have his roster in front of me, and I don't know his name, so please forgive me. But great shot there. Um, great shot, and this is more of it going down. Another environmental portrait there. This young man had a hell of a game. Got Tiffany there. Um, her hair definitely in focus. Face a little out of focus. Um, Focus a little soft there on the face, but still, I mean, a great picture. It's hard to take bad pictures of these young folks. They're very photogenic. The basketball team there. Okay, there's another one where we could. That's another one where we can keep it vertical. We can keep it horizontal. We can keep it landscape, or we can do portrait, either or. And I don't think there's a right or a wrong. Um, so this was a little underexposed. I do have a preset for this, and I was shooting at 8,000 ISO. So I do have a preset for shooting in this building in the noise, and that's it. Let's see if I can do my before and after. Let me do both of them full screen. Let's see. Let's give it that much more. Just a little bit. Obviously, that gives it much more of a punch. Um, I like it. I like that a lot. All right. So a lot of these shots were very tight. This is with my 70 to 200. This is at 100 millimeters. Trying to isolate individual cheerleaders because you see we got arm, elbow here. Yeah. So we got a couple. We got a couple of presets that I like to play with here. Um, I actually really like this one a lot in general. I use it quite a bit. Um, just a little softer. I like it. I like it. Let's see, which one 5. Go back to this one. This gives a lot of punch, a lot of punch. But I like it. Good defense here. Get a good defensive shot every once in a while. Right here. Overexpose until I'm ready to under. I like to keep the shadows about where they are. Let's see what we have. I like it. Hands slightly out of focus, but in this gymnasium and others like it, with your low light, you're really shooting f2.8 quite a bit, and that kind of makes a lot out of focus. This is a great shot of this cheerleader in the air. There were some other shots that I missed, and I'm kicking myself over missing them, but hey, it is what it is. Um, let's see. That's a little too bright. This one, let's see. Bring some of that down. Check it out full screen. I want some more punch with that, but not too much. Yeah, a little bit. I like that. I wish I would have really nailed the shot the way that I wanted to, but hey, you don't get them all. Well, I'm not gonna say that. You can get them all, I think, and even if you can't, I'm gonna try to chase it all. So there's that. Uh, it's another shot. Um, I think I am. I think I. Let's see, I do know that I want to use this preset, the gains noise, and then I think I do want to maybe switch that to a vertical 4x5. This is good. You get just enough of everything without it being too distracting. So I think I like that. Nice layup right here, and really nice layup. You see everybody looking up to see what's gonna happen. Um, really nice there. Um, again, another situation with the 70 to 200. I was at 171, so I was almost as tight as I could get. It compresses things to where you get a lot of action there. Um, it could go either way. I think for the orientation purposes of the website, on my website HBCU Game Day, um, I think that it's better. It's probably still better as a vertical. Um, it's probably still better as a vertical. I like that quite a bit. Very nice, very nice. You see everybody trying to make sure to see who got it. If you got it or not. I like that a lot, quite a bit. Yeah, very good. This is another one. Just the next moment too. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sync these and just keep them the same, including the same crop ratio. Let's see if I need to adjust it. Yeah, yeah. This is another one where it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? We don't know. Um, I think they missed the shot, but that's the thing about still photography. It doesn't just because they missed the shot doesn't mean that they've ruined your shot. We're gonna go back to the preset that I had made for just the specific gym. Um, I love it, except for the fact that there is a light that they're having to use. There's a light that they're having to use that is creating a color cast, and it's not necessarily super great for photography, but hey, they gotta see the scoreboard. So I like it there. Cutting off that, and you see his teammate in the background. Yeah, so that's solid. Uh, I got Isaac Parsons right here. Could go a couple different ways. I could go right there. Um, again, the big red wall. I think this one again could be a could be vertical, could be horizontal landscape or portrait, but I think I'm gonna go portrait. Up and down. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. And I shot this with my A7 IV. So the great thing about that camera is it's got 33 megapixels, which is actually really good. You can almost just clip it there. And I think even without the basket, um, I think that's a solid shot. I think it's a solid shot even without the basket. I think actually it's better without it. Let's see, go right here. Back to this one. This is one I'll probably keep landscape for the website because I can probably fit this within the frame and it works. And it works. So I'll keep it that way. But it also would be a good one. Now this one is similar to the other one, except for because this was really literally I think the next series. Um, but in this one, I think I will keep the basket in. So we'll just go right here. Yeah, and this makes me feel even better about keep taking it out of the other one because you can see here it's there. It's a little bit different, just enough of a vary of the shot. The games preset there. Games preset there. I'll save. I would crop this. If I was gonna put it as a standalone photo, and I may, but then again, keeping the confines of what we shoot, uh, what HBCU game day will do with it, I'm probably gonna just keep it that way, just to give myself some flexibility. But I like 33 megapixels of the A7 IV. Um, it's new for me, but I like it. I like it quite a bit. So we take the games here, and we're just going to crop a little bit. Crop that. Yeah, crop that. And then we'll use the same edit on these as a time saving measure to see what we get. Get Miss Jaden walking there. Let's see what the crop does. Yeah, remove that crop just a little bit. I like it. I like it. And here we're gonna have to move it in just a little bit more because I was punched in, and she got closer right here. Got pretty much all of her body in that we can get in. I like that. A little shadowy over the on the face, but that's because again poor lighting. But once again, Miss Jaden, amazing as always. Got Tiff here. Let's see. Got Tiff here in action. I'm gonna take prop in. Some extra hands right there I would like to lose. But again, the cheerleaders, they're spaced out in such a way it's hard to isolate them. So I still like this. I still like this quite a bit. Great one there. This Tiff smiling. I like this preset. Yeah, I don't know. This preset just really works well for Tiffany. Let's see the cuts. All right, we'll cut in there, and I really like this. Really good, really good. There's the students doing what they do. They turn up. Back to the action here. We got my guy Samaj had a good game, 6 of 11. He needs to shoot a little bit more. I listen to Coach Hill. Don't listen to me, but it's in my opinion, he needs to shoot a little bit more. Yeah, let's see. So I think I kind of like this one, Bert. Let's see. I like that one quite a bit. I like that one quite a bit. Let's see. Again, let me make sure I'm not. Um, Shout out to the one person who did stop through and watch for 2 minutes. Big shout out to you. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. All right. Stream's still doing well. Glad to hear it. All right, let's continue. So, This is one I think as well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go with the games. With the games uh, preset here, we could again do a myriad of ways as far as cropping. But I think just this simple crop right here with the simple crop right here gets the job done. Yeah, Claflin, Claflin getting there. Big shout out to these guys, man. This is this can be a tough place to play. Um, this can be a tough place to play, and those guys came to play for sure. And not a lot of teams have won in that building in recent years, and they were able to do it. So, shout out to them. Shout out to them. CIAA basketball tournament is going to be something very fun to watch. It's going to be in Baltimore at the end of February, so make sure you watch it. Here's Tiff on. There's Miss Tiff on top of the as they're doing the stunt right there, doing the tower. I'm sorry, I still got to get my. I still gotta forgive me. I still gotta get my bearings with me. I love a great black and white, and that's actually a really great black and white. I'm really happy with the shot of Samaj. It can be used in a lot of different ways. Um, I almost really like it. Portrait. I almost really like it. Portrait. Him isolated right there. You can almost put a graphic there too, or with something. I would like to get him distinguish him from the background a little bit more. So it does. The AI does a great job of catching everything else. So I'm gonna do that right there. Contrast a little bit. And I think that's a photo that I'm really happy with. It's pretty simple motion, but I'm pretty happy with that. I know a lot of people don't care for some colors, but I like that quite a bit. Got Casey here hitting the triple. I like this. Defender's hands kind of cut off. I almost could just either way, his hands gonna have to be in there. So, but I like that. He gets some love there from his OG. Um, like this a lot. Really really good shot here. Two two guys I really enjoy shooting, and I'm really excited to see their progress the rest of the season and then into next. Um, yeah, man, really just excited. Um, hey, I can't lie, man. I'm the creator of HBCU Game Day. I love all HBCUs, but at this point, I don't even have to hide it, man. I love Winston-Salem State for sure, and this team, I've enjoyed, getting to cover them all year, um, seeing their evolution, see where they end up. Very talented team. Expectations are high for them, and so we'll see what happens. But I don't hate this. A little stylized there, but I like it. It adds a little bit more drama to it. Actually, if I put that there, I put that there. I actually like that a little bit more too. It's a little warm, so it's a little warm. Yeah, I like that. I like that right there for sure. go to right here for the cheerleaders. Up against this was just a nice soft edit. Really like that one. Another really good shot of Samaj here. Um, really good shot of Samaj here. Uh, mhm. Yeah, no complaints there. I like that quite a bit. And then now I'm going up. So gives me a different angle, some variance in my shots. I like this one. This one could probably also be good in black and white. I feel like there's a lot of drama there, but I'm gonna over black and white. I was happy that I kind of caught this one the way that I wanted to last game for my guy Xavier, Fennell, and the game center victory he hit there to kind of keep them in the game when things were floundering. So he's just been a great young man to watch progress throughout his career, and yeah, he had a good shot right there. Um, we'll see in some. Well, if you would have saw the first video, if I would have actually been recording it the proper way, you would have seen that there were some other ones of his reaction to this three that were really great, but I kind of did miss the focus on him. So there's that. There go the cheerleaders. Uh, the cheerleaders coming through, getting ready for CIAA. This was T.O. shooting and hitting a three. Um, if I would have had the ball in it, it would have been amazing. Okay, shot. And this isn't just something that I need to have just because you never know. Um, let's try something here. I kind of like the black and white here. I kind of like the black and white here. Let's see. There we go. Take it. Take this right here. I like this quite a bit. This is one of those vertical ones that can actually turn into a landscape issue. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Take the shadows off a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Again, shout out to anybody who's pulled up to the stream. Um, really appreciate you guys for the support. Plan on doing more reviews, maybe at a decent hour. That'd probably help, and maybe some look ahead. Um, but okay, back to the stream here. Some edits there. This was a moment where it looked like the Rams had a chance to still win and cut the lead, cut into the lead and get the dub, but this was actually called a shot clock violation instead of the and one that they thought it would be. So game altering moment there. potentially. So yeah, I got that there. This is kind of the aftermath of that. This is the head coach over at Claflin. He's doing a great job with that program. They won 7 games last year. They have won 18, I believe, this year. So hey man, you gotta tip your hat to him. You gotta tip your hat to him. And those guys just played really hard, man. They balled really hard, and every SSU, they had to go back to the drawing board after this game. So we shall see what the rest of the season brings. And it's kind of emblematic of how they were feeling as they left the court. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little look inside my editing process. Um, just look inside my editing process. These images will, of course, be on Smug Mug, and then tomorrow, well, later today, I will be in Fayetteville to take on Fayetteville. As Mississippi State take on Fayetteville State, should be a great game. Should be a fun crowd. Excited about it. So we'll see how things are progressing at that point. So I appreciate all you guys for checking out the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me in your comments know if there are any polls that you liked. If you think I over edited some, let me know there too. We'll see what's popping with it, but I'll make sure that I do some more of these. So I appreciate all you guys for listening and have a great night or day or whenever you're watching this. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you.